Airline margins are risking a lower cruising altitude. In one sense, airlines are flying high. IATA reported a 9% year-on-year jump in global passenger demand in June, while big European airlines also saw solid volumes of flyers in the most recent quarter. But they have a cost problem, and it could get worse. Healthy revenues and weak profits have been a recurrent theme among European airlines. At Air France-KLM, for example, revenue rose over 4% year-on-year in Q2, but its operating margin fell 3.1 percentage points as costs crept up. Ryanair also sounded the alarm on ticket prices. It had to cut fares some 15% to help fill aircraft, while Lufthansa and Wizz Air also said they foresaw pressure on yields. So far, so predictable. Amid soaring travel demand, an excess of pilots and cabin crew during the pandemic has turned into a shortage, meaning they can extract hefty wage increases. Meanwhile, delays from both Airbus and Boeing in delivering new planes to airlines have proven a double whammy. Carriers spent time and money hiring and training staff for aircraft that didn't arrive, while the slack had to be picked up by older jets that are less efficient and require more maintenance. Unfortunately, the green transition could hike costs further. Offsetting carbon emissions, acquiring more efficient aircraft, and making aviation fuel cleaner all costs money. Take sustainable aviation fuel, or SAF. Using fuels made from sustainable feedstocks such as food waste is by far the most plausible way of decarbonising air travel. That's why the UK and EU have introduced mandates that, from next year, say that 2% of supplied jet fuel must be SAF, with that percentage steadily rising in the years and decades ahead. The problem, however, is that SAF can cost 3 times as much as traditional jet fuel. Airlines could try hiking prices, as some carriers have proposed, but that could hit demand. Alternatively, despite IAG last week shelving a plan to acquire the rest of Air Europa, airlines could cut costs through consolidation. Yet absent concerted efforts from governments to incentivise more production of green fuels, the most likely endgame could be that airlines just make less money, and steadily declining forward price earnings multiples among European carriers suggest investors may already be strapping themselves in.